Good morning. I am Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams. I was about to say New York State Senator. I'm Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams, and I just want to join our team here to really thank you all for being part of our financial literacy initiative that's taking place and building one borough, one Brooklyn through financial literacy, and how important it is to ensure that all Brooklynites have an opportunity to have financial stability. And throughout the month, the team has come together to really address the issue around financial literacy. And I want to thank our co-chairs for the great job that they have put in place, and just the excitement and energy that came from the team. When you look at some of the things that we've done under the last few months, since the beginning of January, to address the issue of financial literacy, both my members here, Sandra Chapman, and my staffer, Candace Julian, just really did a great job of bringing everyone together to point out the importance around financial literacy. I announced when I ran for office how important financial literacy was one of the pillars that we wanted to attract and to address. Financial literacy is a crucial tool that we can use to achieve economic stability and prosperity across the entire borough of Brooklyn. Going forward, I want to coordinate with financial literacy partners to empower our residents and small businesses. When you look at some of the stats, it's alarming to see that only $2 million is spent on financial education for every $54 million spent on consumer marketing. Retirement residents, they have a grim outlook on what type of savings they will have after retirement. Consumer debt is on the rise and never has been higher as it is now. The average credit card debt is $15,252. The average mortgage debt is $152,000. And the average student loan debt, which is really stifling many of our young people after they conclude their college education, that number is upward of $32,000. Financial literacy now is important. Many people ask, and our answer is that here in the borough of Brooklyn, we have a unique opportunity to strengthen existing partnership and identify the needs and gaps in literacy services. We need to assist everyone, from our youngest resident to our residents living in their golden years, as well as everyone in between. From our college students to our startups and small businesses, we must attempt and give them the assistance to receive financial literacy. It is important that we look for ways to partner to help Brooklyn residents make financial sound decisions, as well as to learn ways to better manage their money. It is also just as important to protect our vulnerable Brooklynites from financial scams. As you see throughout the last few years, these scams have popped up, from immigration scams as well as banking, loans, and lending scams. And our goal is to really address those various scams by using the skills and knowledge from our partners. I was able to pass legislation or introduce legislation when I was in the state senate that really allowed banks to give information when they believe an elder was a victim of some form of financial scam, and we want to continue those form of initiatives. Brooklyn Financial Literacy Month activities will take place throughout the entire borough, as we have a map here that will show on the 29th some of the actions that are going to take place in the borough. That map is continuing to grow, and we're going to continue to solicit other individuals that want to partner with us throughout the month of April, but we want to target one day on April 29th to be a day where specific activities will take place as indicated on the map. A guide to financial literacy education will be prepared for distribution and available on our website by the end of April. In the coming months, my office will convene a One Brooklyn Financial Literacy Educational Council. The council will focus on strategies to help all of all Brooklynites achieve financial literacy security. If people are interested in being a part of that, they can go to Ask Eric at brooklynbp.nyc.gov. At this moment, we want to hear from some of our partners that are here, and I can't thank Denise Abasu enough from Citibank and just really taking on this initiative. When I ran for office and approached her, she was extremely excited about being a part of the team of dealing with financial literacy, and she has continued to be a voice about how do we make Brooklynites more financially secure. At this time, we will hear from Denise. Denise?
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. And I am indeed excited to be here to roll out our financial literacy program for Brooklyn. Before we get started, I really need to thank all of the co-chairs and the committee members. As you can see, it's quite a large team. Do you agree? So I'm very happy to be here. I'm really here talking about the financial literacy program that will be rolled out by Citi. So I'm going to give you an example of some of the programs. On behalf of Citi is partnering with Bridge Street Development Corporation to deliver a series of 3 financial education workshops at the Brooklyn Adult Learning Center. The workshops will take place on April 3rd, the 10th, and the 24th at 6:30 p.m. In addition to that, Citi is in the process of identifying various public schools in Brooklyn, and we will deliver a Teach Our Children to Save curriculum in April as well. So I think that this falls right into the concept of One Brooklyn and definitely rolling out financial literacy to all. Thank you again. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you. We will hear from another partner, Wendy Scarlett from Popular Bank.
Thank you so much. First of all, I want to thank the Borough President and his staff, as well as commend them, because this is a much-needed focus to creating the One Brooklyn. Financial education is the key. It opens doors and makes dreams possible. I'm with Popular Community Bank, and we have an ongoing commitment to financial literacy, not only during the month of April, where we're offering 7 workshops. We have an ongoing commitment, and we invite everyone to visit our website, populartips.com, which will provide information, everything from budgeting for small businesses, individuals, on daily planning and challenges. So again, I invite you all to visit populartips.com, and that is an ongoing commitment from Banco Popular. And again, thank the Borough President and his staff.
Thank you. We're also proud to have one of our partners, Rick Miranda from Brooklyn Hispanic Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you, Borough President Adams and Deputy Borough President Diana Reyna. I'm proud to represent the Brooklyn Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, along with our Vice President, board members, and Youth Financial Literacy co-sponsors, St. Joseph's College. We also applaud those representing organizations with the same goals in mind, as well as our participating high schools and corporate partners. Youth financial literacy is most essential, especially for a chamber when we're looking for future entrepreneurs. And some of those things we'll be looking at and taking off on our Youth Financial Literacy Kickoff April 8th is bank accounts. Avoiding account abuse, which results in further problems with any bank that you try to open an account with. Remember, they're all on the same system. Any 18-year-old can open up a bank account, a checking account, but they need to know how to manage that. Credit cards. Without a strong financial literacy program, our young people will begin a cycle of bad credit, which affects their buying power for homes, cars, jobs, even jobs. And that means that's a recipe for a poor future. Savings for college. There are many ways to save for college. The state of New York has a great program called 529, College Savings Plan. You can open it with as little as $25. And Also, the Brooklyn Hispanic Chamber of Commerce applauds the efforts of the Borough President to bring this tremendous effort to light and declaring April 29th Financial Literacy Day in Brooklyn. We will also be doing an adult financial literacy program in Bushwick on April 29th at La Marqueta, the market, the Moore Street Market, on the 29th from 6 to 9 p.m. All are welcome to attend. And in closing, as we applaud all these efforts, it is in line with the Borough President's goal to create one Brooklyn. Thank you very much.
We will now hear from Tanya Oaz from Neighborhood Housing Services of East Flatbush. If she's not here, we would also like to hear from Richard Toth from Neighborhood Housing Services of Bed-Stuy. Richard. Okay, you did so.
Good morning. I would like my colleague, Richard Trout, to, oh, okay. We're representing Neighborhood Housing Services of East Flatbush and NHS of Neighborhood Housing Services of Bedford-Stuyvesant. And we have Brooklyn initiatives throughout the month of April. Neighborhood Housing Services will focus on providing financial, technical, and educational assistance to residents and providing the tools they need, financial tools they need to buy, improve, and keep their homes. We're scheduled to have outgoing off-site workshops, which include faith-based organizations. I'm glad to see some partners are in the room today. And we will also focus on residents in providing them with budgeting and credit workshops throughout the month. On April 29th, there will be two events, one in Bedford-Stuyvesant and one in Canarsie. The one in Bedford-Stuyvesant will focus on budgeting and credit, and we'll host a course there. And those who are interested, they could visit our website. Also, in Canarsie, we will be providing financial education for parents of disabled and autistic children. These parents face many financial challenges, and everyone needs to know how to maintain and how to manage their budget. So we're very excited about our partnerships, and we look forward to serving the residents in the month of April. And we would like to thank the Borough President and the committee members for highlighting this much needed service. And we are definitely part of One Brooklyn, and we look forward to working with everyone.
I just want to add one thing. One of the things that we found out is extremely important is that we get financial literacy to our youth. And one of the things that NHS of Bedford-Stuyvesant is starting on April 5th, we'll be hosting our first youth financial literacy workshop. And hopefully that will prevent all of the bad things that happen to the adults because they never had initial financial literacy. So we're really looking forward to that.
For more information, you could visit our website, www.nhsnyc.org. Thank you.
Thank you.
And representing, as we talk about our youth, we have to also think about our elders. Oftentimes, we don't realize that they're going through not only financial hardships, but also they're the target of scams and the target of those who are attempting to take their hard-earned savings. And so representing the Council of Senior Centers and Services, Bobby Sackman.
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank Borough President Adams, because when he was Senator Adams, we stood with him almost a year ago at a senior center in Brooklyn to support a bill that would allow the banks to report and disclose information while giving them civil immunity, so that we could stop the bleeding, because all too often you can stand around and watch somebody taking money out of their grandmother or their mother's account, and we don't have a timely way to stop the bleeding. We're working on getting it through the Assembly this year. It got through the Senate. So I want to thank you. And thank you for including older adults and people with disabilities who are all too often invisible literally because they're homebound. And the Council of Senior Centers and Services its home base for our bill payer program is right here in downtown Brooklyn. Sovereign Bank has kindly provided space for us for the last couple of years. Amanda Lees, the director, is here today. And what this program does is it uses trained volunteers to go into the homes of individuals who really have a hard time paying their bills. You know, when my father died, my mother had never written a check in her life, and she was terrified. She eventually had daughters to help her. But not everybody has that situation, or maybe there's a cognitive problem. And so these folks help them pay their bills. They prevent evictions. They prevent financial elder abuse in case anything is going on in that home. And they establish another relationship for people that are isolated. So we're not able to offer a specific event on April 29th, although we greatly applaud, because you're right. Please teach the young people before they get old on how to plan for their lives as best they can. And again, we just thank you for keeping in mind One Brooklyn includes all New Yorkers, even the ones we can't see every day. Thank you.
Thank you. Very well said, and I appreciate that so much. And I just again want to thank Sandra. When we first started this initiative, she was clear on how important financial literacy is for Brooklynites, and she brought that energy and compassion to this conversation. And these are the things that we ask of a Chief Programming Officer, to make sure that we touch everyday Brooklynites in a real way. And the team behind us is a clear indicator that we are passionate about this topic. We are passionate about dealing with the issue of financial literacy. We expect adults and young people to be financially sound when there is no formal training to teach them some of the basic skills. And we're hoping that we will inspire young people to open checking accounts, to start looking at why we shouldn't have credit cards while we're in school, how to shop smart for student loans, how to save and pay yourself first, how you can really manage your money in a very real way and not purchase those things that could place you permanently in debt. Financial strain is tearing apart families, and we want to do real things to help families stay together. We want to raise healthy children and families in the borough of Brooklyn, and one way of doing that is to ensure that they're financially sound. So I want to thank all our partners for bringing their A game to this initiative. And in order to do so in the correct manner, we're designating April as the month of Financial Literacy Month, and we have the proclamation to prove it for anyone who don't believe it. And so on our website, where we will have a calendar where there are various events that will take place throughout the entire month. One can click on the particular date and see what's taking place. And we're going to recruit all Brooklynites to be a part of this initiative of ensuring that we bring financial literacy to the borough of Brooklyn. Thank you very much, and I thank all our partners for giving their hand. Any questions? Thank you.